put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business, letting them know that me and Pap was together.
You're a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This, right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager?
Just days after ClaressaShields sat down for an interview and openly spoke about her future with Papoose, everything appeared to unravel. During that conversation, Claressa sounded hopeful and grounded. She talked about slowing down, starting a family, and having a child with him in the coming year. There was no hesitation in her voice. She spoke like someone who truly believed she had found stability, partnership, and long-term love. Her words felt intentional, confident, and carefully thought out, but almost as soon as that interview circulated online, a completely different narrative began to take shape. Reports surfaced claiming that Papoose had already been caught cheating. The contrast between Claressa's optimism and the rumors spreading online was jarring. The timing made the situation feel especially cruel. Less than a day after she publicly shared her hopes for the future, social media was flooded with allegations that suggested her reality might be very different from what she believed. Overnight, public perception shifted. Claressa went from being admired to being scrutinized. Support quickly turned into judgment. Many people online questioned her decision-making, saying she should have seen this coming. Others repeated a familiar phrase that tends to surface in situations like this: you lose them the same way you get them. From the outside, the situation looked painfully predictable. Papoose had become involved with Claressa while he was still married to RemyMa. Now, it appeared that he might be exiting Claressa's life in the same way he entered it. That pattern made many people feel the ending was inevitable. To the public, it seemed like Claressa believed Remy's earlier warnings were fueled by bitterness rather than truth. And while Remy may have been hurt, pain doesn't automatically mean dishonesty. In fact, sometimes pain pushes people to speak more openly than ever. Remy had warned Claressa more than once. She claimed Papoose was not serious and that his intentions were never genuine. According to Remy, he wasn't looking for love, he was looking for support. She suggested he stayed close to Claressa because she offered stability, discipline, and financial security. In Remy's view, Papoose attached himself to a woman who was successful and respected because it benefited him. Many people now feel Claressa ignored those warnings. Others believe it's unfair to place full blame on her, especially considering she and Remy never had a friendly relationship. Expecting Claressa to fully trust a woman she viewed as hostile may not have been realistic. Months before the cheating rumors went public, Remy had already caused a stir online when she released private messages between Claressa and Papoose. She claimed she found the messages on his phone while he was asleep in her bed. According to Remy, Papoose had fallen asleep during a call with Claressa and refused to leave her house. She said when Claressa heard her voice in the background, she immediately hung up. Remy used that moment to embarrass Claressa publicly, suggesting it showed she wasn't as fearless or confident as she portrayed herself to be. But Remy didn't stop there. She claimed Claressa wasn't the only woman involved and accused Claressa's PR team of creating a false narrative, one that painted Claressa as innocent, Papoose as loyal, and Remy as unstable. According to Remy, she begged Papoose to come clean publicly and stop allowing misinformation to spread. Instead, she said he told her to stay quiet. Remy also alleged that behind closed doors, Papoose spoke negatively about Claressa, calling her unattractive and unappealing. She insisted she had proof to support everything she was saying, whether people believed her or not. The damage was already done. Before Remy exposed the situation, most fans didn't even know Claressa and Papoose were romantically involved. The revelation shocked people. Confusion turned into outrage. And suddenly everyone had an opinion. Claressa didn't stay silent. She responded online, firing back at Remy. She questioned how a woman with multiple partners could be upset about a man having a girlfriend. She also asked why Remy kept tagging her instead of addressing Papoose directly. That response only fueled the fire. For an entire week, social media was consumed by the situation. Some defended Claressa, believing she had been manipulated. Others sided with Remy, convinced she was finally exposing the truth. Many placed the blame squarely on Papoose for playing both sides and creating chaos. At first, Papoose said nothing. He stayed silent and avoided social media. Eventually, though, he broke his silence in dramatic fashion. On Christmas Day, he posted a photo of Remy with her rumored partner, Easy the Block Captain. He claimed that while he was home with their daughter the previous year, Remy was spending time with another man. He accused Remy of being dishonest and bitter, suggesting she couldn't accept that he had moved on. He also alleged that Remy begged him to hide a physical altercation involving Easy. According to Papoose, he knocked Easy out, not because of the affair, but because Easy shook his hand while secretly being involved with his wife. That post made everything explode. Remy went live again, and this time she held nothing back. She explained why she cheated and why she felt pushed to that point. She spoke directly to Claressa, claiming Papoose had nothing going for himself and only chose her because she was dependable and financially secure. Remy accused Papoose of selling the public a fantasy love story. While fans believed he remained loyal during her prison sentence, she claimed he was cheating the entire time and even getting other women pregnant. She said when she came home, she immediately checked his phone and knew something was wrong. She described fighting other women at family homes and realizing she had been deceived for years. According to Remy, Papoose refused to publicly admit that they hadn't shared a bed since 2022 because he was obsessed with maintaining a black love image. She said she stayed quiet out of respect, even though it caused her emotional pain. She also addressed claims that Papoose was broke, saying people online love comparing money without knowing the truth. Still, she insisted she paid for the house, covered expenses, and supported their child. Remy then turned her frustration toward Claressa. She said she would never advise a young, successful woman to attach herself to an older man with no clear direction. She reminded Claressa of her accomplishments and questioned why she would settle for someone who, in her view, brought nothing to the table. Many viewers believed Remy went so hard because she didn't want Papoose to quietly exit their marriage without accountability. But she didn't get the last word. Minutes after her live ended, Papoose responded angrier than ever. He claimed he paused his career to support Remy during her incarceration. He said that after she came home, she cheated repeatedly. According to him, he wanted the marriage to work, which is why they went to therapy, but she broke every agreement. He denied being broke and said Remy often came to him for money. He accused her of hypocrisy, claiming he wrote much of her music while she criticized others for using ghostwriters. He described draining his savings to support her, paying for housing, travel, storage, and prison visits. He insisted cheating wasn't a one-time mistake and claimed he stayed for the sake of their child. Despite the emotional back and forth, many people now believe there was truth in Remy's warnings about Papoose using Claressa. Adding to the speculation, rumors began spreading that Papoose is already seeing another woman, someone younger than Claressa. No one knows where the rumors started, but the internet quickly turned them into jokes. What made everything hit harder was Claressa's interview resurfacing. She spoke about wanting children, staying healthy, and building a future. Less than a day later, cheating allegations surfaced. Now the situation continues to spiral. Opinions remain divided. Some believe Remy embarrassed herself. Others think she finally reached her breaking point. One thing is undeniable: private issues became public chaos.